Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us with another edition of our new Condo Insider. I'm not sure if some of you are aware that Think Tech retired end of April. So we had to create our own YouTube channel, and we have Key Media as our new producer. And so we're moving forward with a lot of new exciting things for Condo Insider. So today with me, I have Building Links. Oh, I'm sorry, Aware Buildings. Formerly used to be Building Links. And they have this family of products that is can be so useful for condos. We already previously had done one for their leak detectors, and it's already been installed in I know of specifically one condo that was installed last year. But their other product that we're going to do today is on their door monitoring. So as a reminder for a lot of us in buildings, the fire exit doors have to remain closed. So there's been, and I know of one building that's already received a notice of violation because some tenants or residents will prop it open because there's a good breeze that comes in when they leave it open. So we want to bring in this product that could help management, the resident managers and the board to monitor the when the doors are not supposed to be open, and to kind of get that so they don't have those notice of violations going on. I don't think this one building had a fine yet, but I know it's on the fire department's radar, so who knows if they're going to go and check again. But I think this is going to be really good. It also, I believe, it can be used for your main entry gates, right? So I'm going to turn it over to Adarsh, and he's going to share screens and things with us, but he is the person behind the product. Go ahead.
Oh, definitely. And first, I want to hand it off to Jerry.
Okay. Let me give you a little bit of background. Door monitoring sounds like a very specific solution, and it is. We have pioneered a broad category of wireless sensors in buildings that lets you deploy across all your building all sorts of sensors for things, whether it's leak, temperature, humidity, which fitness center equipment's being used, all sorts of stuff. And the point is, none of the frustration that you even have in installing sensors in your home. I've installed light bulbs, I've installed smart this, smart that. It's all so frustrating. We've done this on a scale for whole buildings where you put a couple of gateways up and then you just turn whatever sensors you want on. And what's happened is our customers keep pushing us to give them more and more sensors to address more and more solutions because it's so ridiculously easy to just add something and have it included in the network and set up alerting and everything. And this is what happened with door sensors. Door sensors originally happened with a very small little solution on an emergency elevator door, and then someone put it on a cabinet to alert them when they had a delivery, when someone dropped a package off in a package slot. And then little by little, people who had all of our other solutions were using doors more and more. The door solution itself is what we're going to show you now, how a few buildings have used this to just put out a bunch of annoyances. And again, it's not something you would do if it involved a whole massive setup. But in the aware building world, there's nothing to do. You plug a gateway in and you just turn on your sensors and they do work for you. So that's important to remember. This stuff is incredibly easy to set up. So this is what your door sensor would look like, something like this. And you're pretty much familiar with the little magnets that you have in the alarm companies. This would go on the post. A little magnet would go on the door. And anything that moves, you can detect. You can detect the door. You can detect a flap. You can detect the painting if you want to. You can detect, anything that moves, you can detect it's moved. Okay? And you can define them as doors, but you could really use them for all sorts of purposes. Windows open, alarm use case, key fitness center key has been removed from the space that it's supposed to be. Anything you want. So having said that, I'm going to ask Adarsh to show us how a couple of buildings have been using the door sensors. And because the alerting is very, very flexible, you can use a sensor to simply tell you when something has happened. You can use a sensor to tell you how often it's happened. You can use it to tell you the duration. How long is something happening for? How long is this open? How long is this closed? And you can set up alerts. You could say to yourself, I want to know every time this door opens or closes, or I want to know every time the door is left open for more than 10 minutes after 8 p.m. because I'm concerned during the day, people are always open and closing, open and closing. But in the evening, I especially want to know for security purposes if a door is left ajar. So because of the flexibility of alerting, you could really make this tell you very different types of things.
One
And-
question.
Yep.
So how does it attach? Is it just double stick tape or is it screwed into the door frame?
Well, either.
Okay.
We ship it with a mounting bracket. We ship it with. Sometimes you can attach it to a post with zip tie, Velcro. There's a mounting plate with screws, and the
Okay.
magnets typically are double stick tape because they're little small kind of things. But
Okay.
really, you could have it on a leasing office door and send you an alert every time somebody comes in, so you don't have to check to see is there somebody here, to sublet or to see something. And I'm going to show you at the end of this a little bit just the Annunciator, because some of the people that use the door alerts use it especially with the Annunciator because they want to get an announcement immediately when something happens with a door. So I'm handing it over to Adar to show us, how a few of our customers are using door sensors, and then I'll back up and I'll show you a few things regarding how the Annunciator fits in.
Yep, absolutely. So right now I'm trying to share my phone, and let me walk you through, like, when you open the mobile app, this is the screen that you are greeted by. So currently I have an administrative view, so I can see all our buildings, but like a property manager would normally see the solutions associated to their building. I'm going to show you Royal Towers, which is a California-based building, as a nice example here. You can see this building uses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 solutions, and we're specifically going to focus on the door activity. Jerry, you want to walk them through this?
Sure, you can just open up the all sensors groups thing. They have 24 door sensors. Okay. One is a conference room door. If you read the names of the sensors, conference room door, you can guess. This is obviously telling them how often a conference room is used, right? Dog run door is very interesting. They had a security incident where somebody either fell or got injured in the dog run, and they want an alert every time the door of the building opens up to the dog run so they can have somebody keep an eye on the camera to make sure that that no one is injured. Doris, you can go through this list and just comment on anything that you think you would like to explain what they're there for.
And each of those sensors, like the TAO, those are marked on each of the sensors, right? The sensor
Yeah.
number. Yeah.
Yeah, the sensor number TA is on, but in some cases also the target name is on where it says G3 passenger south door. What is that, an elevator door?
Yep, that is the elevator door, I believe.
So they're tracking use of specific elevators, right? Do we know why Do we know why they're tracking them?
I believe the last time I spoke to Patrick, he mentioned that he wanted to see if there was a correlation with the number of times the door is opening and closing and any kind of elevator maintenance related issues. As in, okay, in total, the door has opened 10,000 times. And what is that the reason this elevator is? And in general, he's trying to collect statistics to just know, find like correlations. Okay, this
Okay.
could be a reason. Yeah.
So this is for, let's say, usage data for specific elevators, which
Uh-huh.
you can then correlate with other things, right?
Mhm.
So probably maybe he's trying to figure out if people are using the service elevator versus the passenger elevator for just up and down.
That could be. You could also relate it to times of day. When are people using it, right?
Yep.
Yep. And let's see. Terrestrial south door. Interesting. Not a lot. Most of these are alerts that not all these targets have alerts that are immediately send text messages and emails. He's placed a few of these sensors just to collect statistics,
To collect usage data
usage
and how
data.
much it's being used, what time of day,
Mhm.
right? Okay.
So you can see the battery level on here, the signal strength.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
let me see if I can show you a sample of uh, their alerts or maybe their visualization panel.
Sure. I mean, you could show the.
Okay.
Let's go to another building now. That's the Royal Towers, right? We've got who else would we like to show?
We have Bay Club.
Okay, Bay Club and Trump. Let's take a look at Bay Club.
Yep, Trump.
Yeah. So here's Big Club, and there's the door activity solution for Big Club. Here you go. So we have East Boiler Room, Kids Playroom, Main Heating Plant, West Boiler Rooms.
Okay, so they're using it for security, right? They want to know people are not supposed to be going in there routinely, or maybe they're using it to check. Maintenance people are supposed to go in and check those areas, each shift. And they're saying, hey, I'm looking at the data here, and nobody went in. You didn't go in there. It's supposed to be checked, very regularly. So that's another use case.
What's with the undeployed?
Undeployed means they're not using them. They're not using them. They
Okay.
have them, but they're not using them. They have no name, and they're not using them.
And then
Yeah.
the signal strength varies between all of them.
Yeah, but it's all good. Anything under 110 is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a down the bowels of the building. Do you want to like maybe pull up Trump for a minute, or?
Plaza, and this is their door activity solution.
Door activity. Amenity access, main pool door. Okay, so they want to keep track not just of statistics, how much is their amenities used, how often is their playroom used, how much is the pool being used and when, but also they want to make sure that they have a camera, they have a lifeguard if there's somebody out there. In the summer, you don't necessarily need it, but in other seasons where very often the pool there's nobody there, you want to be alerted when there's somebody heading out to the pool to make sure you've got the lifeguard or whatever kind of supervision you want there. And the other things, amenity access and playroom, these are used for taking measure of how much they're being used.
On the screen, you had environmental.
Yep, that's another solution. Environmental would typically be like air quality, temperature, humidity. I don't know if this is deployed. I don't see anything named, so it doesn't look like they've done anything with that.
Yeah.
But environmental would usually be temperature and humidity.
Okay.
Or other kinds of things. So we have many other solutions. So you could see that people use the door sensors for many different ways to get a sense of security, alerting, usage, usage of the space, elevator door usage, lots of things you could use it for. You could put a door sensor on a recycling bin if you have it to determine, how many times people have opened and closed it and when it's likely to be full. It's very, okay, so that's door alerting. And I don't know if you have any other questions. I'd like to show you one of the main ways that people hook up door sensors with alerting with the Annunciator and what else the Annunciator is used for.
Okay.
We switch to that?
Yep.
Okay, so Adarsh, you can stop sharing. And this box here is our Annunciator. It's got a screen. It looks a little bit like an Amazon Echo kind of device. It's got speakers. It works on Wi-Fi. And a lot of people put this at the front desk. And whenever they get a leak alert, it speaks the alert instead of playing it. And I'm going to play one of those alerts right now so you can hear what it sounds like.
Attention, attention. A leak has been detected in Unit 1405 under the dishwasher. A leak has been detected in Unit 1405 under the dishwasher. Please check out this condition and then click on the Verify link in your alert text to report on what was found.
Okay. So this announcement would play at the front desk or any place that you like, and it also plays on the screen. Now, in the event of a door alert, it would say, attention, attention, the pool door is status open, the dog room is status closed. If you set alerts for those things, the elevator room is open if nobody should be there. So it would work the same way in addition to all the other ways of announcing. But I will want to mention to you is that the Annunciator can also be used to tighten up your operations by using it not as an alert Annunciator, but as a scheduled announcement. You can go to the Aware website and say, play these announcements, these intervals. And this can be useful for something like end of day door security or for other purposes. So let me show you what a potential, let me show you what a potential announcement that could be good for your building staff and for door security could look like. 1 second. So this would be another announcement. Some of our customers use the announcement feature to tighten up their operations, including door security, which you mentioned before. And they'll schedule, let's say at 9 p.m. every day, they'll have this message play from their Annunciator.
This is the end of day message to staff. We hope you've had a productive and pleasant day. Please make sure that the incident logs are all updated, that all emergency keys that were removed are returned, and that all exterior doors are securely closed. Also, please move all undelivered resident packages to the basement storage room. Good night.
Okay,
Wow.
so you can see how the announcements, the scheduled announcement function can be used to tighten up your building's both compliance thing in terms of checking on doors or anything that might be a fire placement issue, parking, ingress, no standing, anything like that. And also just to tighten up, button up their operations. And it's, an announcement that plays to the staff at just the right time gets people's attention. Whereas if you have it on a checklist, it's like, yeah, I don't know, my salami sandwich is on top of the checklist. I can't bother, I can't pick it up because it'll spill all over the place. You handle the checklist tonight. So it's a very nice thing. You can also use it for operations for residents, whether or not as an Annunciator itself or whether one of our properties did something like this. They plug the Annunciator into their PA system that played in their gym, in their fitness center. And especially during COVID, every hour they had an announcement like this playing.
Hello, fitness lovers. This session will be ending in 5 minutes. Please prepare to leave promptly, and in consideration of the next person, please wipe down any equipment that you use, and deposit any used towels and any empty drink containers in their proper marked bins. Thank you for exercising with UA. Have a great day.
Nice.
So you could see that the Annunciator, together with the door sensor, can inform staff of things that are going on that they need to know, can collect data, and also the Annunciator can be used to button down security and safety procedures in your building.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Added security for all the way around. You know, I can't.
Very flexible. The door sensor and the Annunciator are both very flexible tools. They can be positioned to whatever it is that a building needs to.
Yeah, remind everybody that the water's going to get shut off at 10 a.m. There's always someone that gets stuck in the shower in the middle of it. And we're always like, we had the notice up for 2 days. This is wonderful. I mean, I'm really, amazed at, the emerging things of technology and how it can be so useful in our daily lives, and even just management of the building. It just makes it easier, especially the door ajar thing. When the door's open, it's not supposed to be open. I think that's alone is just a tremendous item that a lot of condos will need and can make it very useful. So,
and it's all very easy to implement. It's all wireless, which means you turn it on, you plug it in, and it works. So,
yeah, and I think things have changed over my security, my cameras. I was really stressing out. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be hard, but it's actually gotten easier to set up. Just scan the QR and you're done. So I want to thank you guys, and I look forward to seeing some of you in August, right? August 8th.
Yes, we're excited.
Country Club. We will look forward to seeing you then. Again, everybody, it's the next seminar for this product is going to be in person, Wahoo Country Club. It's the one off the Poly Highway. You can register online at hawaiicouncil.org. And we hope to see everybody there. It's going to be a luncheon. Check-in starts at 11. The buffet is going to start at 11. Presentations start at 12 noon. So we hope to see everybody register. It's going to be a fabulous seminar, just with the Ware buildings and then the CPACER and the solar buoy information is going to be given to us at that time as well. So I look forward to seeing everybody, networking with everybody. Doing our table talk networking feature that we've started to do, which is being very well received, that we do at our seminars. We do a table talk networking. So it's kind of cool. So I want to thank you.
And the team here, by the way, has a lot of technical knowledge, John especially, but everybody else. So, we're so available for your group there, to pick our brains on any technology topic, even
something that they might need specific to their building,
even if it's not related to our specific product that we sell.
I mean, but could the system be tweaked that a little bit? That might be something that they need tweaked specific to their building, maybe. I mean, start a conversation about it to see if that could.
Yeah.
I have no idea what, but I'm just throwing that out.
Really anything. Questions on roofing materials, it's like there's a very broad body of knowledge among the group. If John comes, I don't know if John's going to come. All right. Take care.
John, the last time you were here was 30 years ago, right?
30 years ago was honeymoon, but that's 6 years ago. I was actually on the Big Island.
Oh,
I had a private tour of Keck.
Oh, okay.
So that was very interesting to see what and they had they showing me, they moved the telescope for me, they showing me how everything worked. It was really cool.
Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, so I look forward to seeing all of you again in August. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the opportunity to be of service.
If you want to meet me on my Zoom channel, guys.
Okay.
Bye.
Hi, Raylene.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend.